Hey there, I'm Luann Stropley and I'm the founder of Inspirational Leading Academy. I'm also a collaborative author in the Amazon #1 bestseller, The Energy of Expansion. Question: are there areas of your practical life that don't live up to the dreams that you have for yourself? Or is it ever the case that you start moving towards your dreams and a month or 2 months into it, you end up right back where you started? Either in trying to repair a relationship, or getting your health where you want it, or making that career change. If you answered yes to any of those thoughts, then I believe this message will be a help to you. There's this thing in our brain called the reticular activating system. And it's pretty simple. It's simply a gateway between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. And what happens is when we're little, we start to receive messages about what life is supposed to look like. And we develop our concept and we create this image of the perfect life. And as we grow older, we go through more experiences and we use those experiences to fit into what's already in our minds and our belief. And the things that fit in get through this gateway, the RAS. Things that don't fit in get pushed out. Now, when I was growing up, although I learned so many wonderful things and received so much love in my family, in particular from my mom, I also learned some other messages that weren't so great for my future. One message was that although my father was a bit controlling, and he really thought kids should be towing the line and never mouthing off. Well, he's Sicilian, which means I'm half Sicilian, so we butted heads quite a bit over the years. I also learned that women were supposed to be subservient to the men and that women somehow were less than men. It's what I saw. And so I grew up thinking in my subconscious mind, now I fought it a lot because I'm stubborn, but in my subconscious mind, that is what was created as being the normal life. And then as I moved on in life, I learned some other messages that fit into that. So one message was that money is evil. Now the reason that makes sense to me is because we were lower middle class. We were very happy, but lower middle class. And so the fact that money was evil made sense because we never had it. If it had been good, I'm sure we would have had more. I also learned as I grew older that I was supposed to put other people first all the time. And so as I moved into service-oriented fields, I often lived on $10,000, $15,000 a year. If I got up to $25,000, I was doing really well. Now, all these things made sense to me because when I was a baby, I had created a certain mindset of what life was supposed to look like. Now, truth is, I couldn't have been farther from the truth. 3 specific ways. 1, women are jewels. Women are the energy that makes the world go around. Women are the fuel for the men. Have you ever met a man who totally adores his wife? That man is a man of power. A man who totally adores his wife is a man who would take down an entire city if it means protecting his people. And that man is strong enough that when his strong wife comes alongside of him with an axe, he's right there with her. And he's not threatened at all because he knows how strong he is. You see, women don't have to be subservient. They don't have to be weak. They are created to be strong partners. They are created to take over the world in wonderful ways of strength and love. Women are jewels. And I've started to relearn that since I was a child. Second, I learned that money isn't evil. I learned that money is an awesome, powerful tool and a resource. So I think about all the people we could help if we had, say, $5 million. How many schools could we build? How many wells could we dig? How much could we give towards ending sexual global slavery? How many homeless people could we feed and house and help them get back on their feet again? I'm thinking a whole lot more with 5 million than the 10,000 I used to make. Third, I used to think the rich people were selfish pigs who didn't share with anybody else. And now in my entrepreneurial endeavors, I am surrounded by multimillionaires almost all the time. And they are the nicest people I've ever met. They are encouraging me. They're giving me messages. Keep at it. You were handpicked for this. I'm waiting for you. Get the product launched. All they want to do is see me succeed. And I was so wrong in my perceptions that I had learned when I was a little girl. Now, at one point in my life, I was at my lowest place, and I had lost all my family. I had been written out of the family will by those who were left in the family. I was completely at the bottom, less than $10,000 a year coming in, feeling very hopeless. And I realized that I had to change what was in my subconscious mind if I was going to survive. So I started to use the very simple technique of affirmations. It's so simple. Here's what I told myself. I said, I'm fully loved and supported. I'm fully loved and supported. At the time, I felt very alone. But I told myself, I'm loved and supported. And then I told myself, I am in the midst of financial abundance. My financial foundation is growing. I'm inspired and I'm inspiring. I'm joyful. I'm happy. I have all my needs met. I'm helping other people. I'm building a legacy of love. I am loved and supported. These things are true. Now, what happens is when we give ourselves affirmations that differ from the creation that we have already in our subconscious mind, our subconscious mind starts to change because our minds can't have a discrepancy between what we're telling it and what we have in the back of our minds. So there's going to be a little bit of a battle at first. You're going to resist the affirmations, and that's just your brain protecting you. But eventually, your subconscious mind gets the new message and starts to look for ways to fulfill the affirmations you're giving it. Now here I am, an entrepreneur in California. I'm starting my own business. I'm surrounded by these awesome, wonderful multimillionaires who are my coaches and my mentors. And they are, by the way, almost all men. And I love and adore and trust each and every one of them. I'm happier than I ever could have been. And it scares me that I almost gave up. But it was just this simple, easy technique of affirmations that changed everything. If we want to change the outside of our lives, we must start by changing what's internal. So I'll ask you, is there anything in the external of your life that you desire to change? If yes, I invite you to do the simple act of writing out just 3 or 4 affirmations that affirm and make true what it is that you want to happen. And what will happen is your brain and your subconscious will start to understand that it's time to change directions. And what you can do is you can put those up on your vision wall. Now, if you watched last week, I talked about my vision wall. You can go back and catch that video if you'd like. Or on your phone, when you set an alarm, you can change the word. So it says alarm, just change it to 3 words that remind you of your affirmations. You can also put them up all over your house, on your bathroom mirror, on your fridge, right next to your bed. Read them when you get up in the morning and before you go to bed at night. It's the simple step of telling yourself the truth that will change everything. Now, if you would like some extra help reaching your goals, I invite you to go to the URL right here in front of you. You can grab your free PDF entitled 5 Easy Steps to Achieve Your Goals Faster. And I will walk alongside you and help you move towards achieving all your dreams. Remember, changing your life is as simple as adding a few affirmations. As we say in our academy, be inspired, be inspirational, and be a leader. You're changing someone's life simply by being you.